Fight and Talk back again, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Andrew Fisher ahead of his bout against Robert Whiteford on the main card of Bellator 267 that goes down this Friday at Wembley Arena, live and free on the BBC iPlayer. Fisher, it's fight week. I know it's a very busy time, so thank you very much for taking some time out tonight to talk to us. How are things going?
Yeah, it's going good, mate. It's the same as normal, really. You just sit waiting about all the time.
Robert Whiteford, much like yourself and Ashley Grimshaw, an opponent that, a fighter had been around that UK MMA scene for years and years. Were you surprised when that matchup got put to you, and sort of what do you make of the fight?
I wasn't surprised. When we were both signed to ACB a few years ago, I got told that the matchmaker told me he asked the fighters, but I think I already had a fight then. And then I think he got released from his contract, or he wanted out or something. So that never happened. So I wasn't. So I thought it might definitely be a possibility. You know, I thought I was either going to get offered Rob Whiteford, Sol Rogers, or Ian Lee. I thought I would get one of them because I thought I would get like an English guy. And that I got a message and I says, off the matchmaker saying, would you fight one of these three guys? I went, oh yeah, any of them really. And then, but I knew Rob wanted to fight us before, so I thought he would accept it as well. So that's kind of all that happened really.
There's plenty of footage out there on Robert. What sort of fight are you expecting him to bring come Friday night?
He's usually quite countery, and he looks like he throws big, heavy shots as well all the time. He's quite good. He's quite a grinder as well. So I think probably a bit of both that really. I think if I step in, he'll try and he'll load up a bit. And I think he's trying to do a lot of grind on us as well and stuff like that.
For you again, this is another 12-month layoff after a 3-year layoff, before the last fight. Has there been any sort of frustration, I guess, when maybe you've seen other talent getting matched, or is it something that you just had to go in? You just thought, right, I'll just work on myself. When the fight comes, it'll come.
Yeah, it doesn't bother us. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, like if there's a fight there, great. Obviously, I think it's been worse for other people than it has been for me. You know, like I say, I fought a year ago. I think the whole world's been a bit messed up, and I think for Rob, it's been like maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's over for him. So I'm definitely not whinging about it or anything. And like I say, I got a fight last year. I maybe would have, if I had my way, I maybe would have liked having the one in that space, but it hasn't happened, so it's not really a problem.
The big difference from that last time out and this time, of course, fans will be back in Wembley Arena this time. After competing with no crowd last time out and knowing that there's going to be fans in there, sort of some athletes have said that they preferred no crowd. They said it helped them sort of concentrate a little bit more. Where are you at with that? Do you think you'll buzz more off having a crowd in, or did you prefer that quieter arena?
It's like it doesn't really make a difference, you know. It doesn't matter where, if you're in an arena, if you're in a men's club, or like I don't think it really matters. You just got somebody who's trying to take your head off, and you've got to try and take his head off, and that's pretty much it, really. I don't really think about much else other than that.
Since we last spoke as well, we're hopefully a lot closer to coming out of the end of this COVID pandemic. Well, last time we spoke, it was only pros allowed to be training in your gym. Now, of course, TFT MMA is open to the people who would, as a hobby or anything like that. How was that for you, making the switch back from just training the professionals to training people who, for some of them, might have been the first time walking into the gym?
Well, like when the lockdown happened, I was only out to train the fighters. I really enjoyed doing it. And it was just like there's no easy rounds, you know. Like everybody was there to do a job. It was not like people just coming in just because they want to keep fit. So as soon as the gym was let open again, I just decided that I was just going to train fighters from now on and just train with the fighters. And then I've had other coaches train the hobbyists and stuff. So it's worked much better for us. So it actually done me a massive favour. It did.
I know you've been coaching for years now yourself. How have you found, since you started coaching, it sort of helped develop you when it comes to fighting?
Just obviously it has massively helped us. You know, I've a much different mindset of trying to learn rather than just trying to win, I suppose. You know, like it actually I can kind of break stuff down a bit better, and I can kind of it's allowed us to work on my weaknesses. Whereas if you maybe asked us 10, 15 years ago and he says, oh, what's your weaknesses? And I maybe would have said, oh, I don't think I've got any. But now I know that I've got loads, and hopefully every year they're getting less and less of my weaknesses.
I know the gym's been really busy with pro and amateur athletes competing now as well. On Sunday there, I think you had 5 or 6 guys out competing. How do you negate being able to make sure they're getting what they need for going into a fight, as well as making sure that you're getting a full fight camp and ultimately getting everything you need for heading into your own fight?
I just don't really do anything else, you know. I've got 4 kids, my girlfriend, my gym, and that's it. Don't like I don't like go out for meals and stuff. I don't like go out on the drink. I don't do anything sociable really, and like that's just my life, you know. And I don't really sit about playing computer games unless I'm in a hotel, doing nothing. Um, I just I just get up, take my kids to school, train, knock about with my girlfriend, train again, get my kids from school. You know, that's just it every day, and then teach my classes. I don't really like sitting about either. I like being productive, and I just hate it if I've got nothing to do. That's why it's always a bit like hard for me being in hotels. But just answer your question, like every second of my week is just kind of filled up with MMA, really.
From that as well, again, that coaching perspective, I think we've seen a lot, especially in the last couple of years, where new fads, if you like, have taken over. Like at the minute, it's the calf kick, and everybody's practicing to get that calf kick. It was the shoulder strikes when Conor landed them on Cerrone. I know the sport is still relatively young in terms when you look at like so football and rugby and whatever else. Are you one of these coaches that will look and see what this next big technique's going to be, or are you more focused on sort of developing your own?
Well, yeah, if you ignore it, it's a bit stupid, really, isn't it? Like, because that's kind of what's happened with the calf kick, you know. Like, when I went and trained in America, like in 2013, I think, and it was the first time I ever seen one. And I sparred with Benson Henderson, and he would literally take us off my feet with the calf kick. Like I would like flip upside down. I remember thinking, "What the fuck was that?" And then I got up again, and he must have, in one round he done it about 3 or 4 times. So I kind of like stole that and kind of brought it back to our gym when I came back home. And then obviously it just massively boomed from there. And I think if you just ignore that, then obviously you're going to get your legs are going to get smashed off and on. So we're definitely all trying to find new stuff and just see who, like somebody in the gym might bring something. It's like, oh, that's really, really good, that. And like, oh, this is a nice setup for this. But I think if you're not watching fight and being current with what's happening at the minute, because the styles will change, you know, it'll come back to, for a bit, it was like everybody wanted to be that Conor McGregor kind of stance where you're on your toes, very side on, and then the calf kick has kind of like killed that off a bit, you know. So I think you just have to watch and just keep up with it, really, and don't get left behind.
We are a fair few fights now as well in your pro career. This is on the main card of a huge rematch between Douglas Lima and MVP. How nice is it for you to now be reaping the awards of them years and years of hard work to be on the main card of such a massive card like this?
Yeah, I don't really think it's any reward. Like I just like fighting, you know. I like training. I like fighting. I doesn't really like stuff like that. It doesn't really bother us, you know. Like it's nice. Bellator's paying as well, you know. This is the like obviously I fought for like many years for just literally peanuts, you know. It doesn't even cover anything. So I actually do feel I'm getting paid now, which is nice. And they seem like really, really good company as well. But it doesn't really bother me like where I'm fighting on the card or like or what it's in, if it's in an arena or wherever. I just like fighting.
Finally then, Fisher, and I know you won't, of course, be looking past the task on hand on Friday, but for the rest of the year or for the next 12 months, how active will you be looking to be, all things going well?
I don't really know. I'll just see what happens and see what I get offered. I don't really like knocking fights back, so I haven't. So I'll just see what they offer. But I would really, really like to obviously get through Rob, and then I would always like to have a little stab at the title, you know, just before I get too old.
So I guess then sort of on that, yeah, are you 35, 36 now?
36, just turned 36.
Realistically for you, do you see this as not the last run at a title shot, but where do you, have you got an age where you're going to say, right, no more after that? Or
I think, like, if I'm honest, I feel really, really good now, you know. Like I feel like I've got some absolute killers coming through my gym who are like the 24, 25 mark, who are like killing as professionals. And they're my main training partners, you know, and I don't feel I'm outclassed by them. Like they're amazing in like the win rounds against us, and maybe sometimes I win rounds against them and stuff like that. But like, I feel I definitely don't look out of place with them, even being the older guy. So end up traveling for spawn, and all my spawns being with young people, you know, and I feel like I'm doing really, really well with them. So I think it's when you just play by your body, and I feel like the best I've ever been now. I feel smarter. I feel more switched on. I feel like I've got the experience where I know when to use energy, when not to, and how to read a fight. But realistically, I am 36, and I suppose, like, if I was to lose, would they give me another build up, or whatever? I don't really know. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd answer your question. Maybe it is, but I'll just keep fighting as long as I enjoy it.
Perfect. Fisher, thank you very much for your time and all the best on Friday, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.